Hi guys, and welcome back to another crochet tutorial. So today I'm gonna show you how to make this matching cardigan, baby cardigan. I made this for my daughter. This one I made for myself. I really like twinning partner look with my daughter, and this one is pretty fast to make. I added some buttons here instead of to mine. I didn't add any buttons, but yeah, the only difference is that I used another type of stitch here, and also the whole cardigan is made out of the granny squares, the starburst granny squares. And actually I did it with some leftover yarns. The only yarn that I had to buy in addition was the white yarn, but the other yarns I made from the leftovers that I had from here. So yeah, I think that was it with the introduction. As always, you can find the written pattern on my website, or you can also support my work and download the PDF pattern on my Ko-fi account. And everything that you will need, you will see in the upcoming few minutes. Also, please make sure to subscribe and like this video. Make some comments if you have any questions or also suggestions. And yes, I hope you will have fun crocheting with me. We're gonna start off with the brown yarn, and we're gonna chain 5 first. So we're gonna insert our hook and we're gonna make 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next, we're gonna insert our hook into the first chain, pull through, yarn over, pull through, and make a slip stitch. Next, we're gonna do 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and then we're gonna make 15 double crochet. So we're gonna do our first 1 double crochet, and the second one. We're gonna repeat this until we have 15 double crochet, and since this one counts as the first one, we're gonna have 16 double crochet in total. As you can see, I always crochet around the yarn that is left over, so that later I don't need to sew in the remaining yarn, but you can do as you want. So now I made 15 double crochet, including the first one. We have 16, and now we're gonna close this round by inserting our needle in the third chain from here. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna insert the hook we're gonna yarn over, pull through and make a slip stitch, and then we're gonna chain one. We're gonna cut off our yarn, I need to buy new scissors and then pull through. So now we're gonna change the color. Usually I'm gonna insert my new yarn around here, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches before where I chained off my previous yarn. Gonna make a simple knot, and also here I'm gonna just keep crocheting around the leftover yarn. And now we're gonna make top stitches. So first of all, we're gonna just pull it through, chain 1, 2, 3, and then we're gonna make the top stitch, which is yarn over, pull through, then you're gonna pull to make it wider, then you're gonna yarn over again, pull through, pull again, yarn over, pull through, and then we're gonna yarn over, pull through all chains on the hook, and then we're gonna do 1 chain. Let's do this again. Yarn over, pull through, pull, yarn over, pull through, pull, yarn over one last time, pull through, and then we're gonna yarn over, pull through all chains on the hook, and then we're gonna do 1 chain. One last time, yarn over, pull through, pull, yarn over, pull through, pull, yarn over, pull through, and then we're gonna yarn over, pull through all chains on the stitch on the hook, and then we're gonna do 1 chain. We're gonna continue this until we reach the end of the row again, and then we're gonna have 16 pop stitches including this one, so it's gonna be 16 of this in total. So we did 16 pop stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We also did the chain 1. Then we're gonna insert our hook here in our first chain, and we're gonna pull through and make a slip stitch. We're gonna chain 1 and cut off our yarn and pull through. So we're done with round 2. Now we're gonna change the color. And again, usually I insert my yarn at the 3rd pop stitch. Make a simple knot, gonna take our yarn, and then we're gonna do again 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and now we're gonna make 4 unfinished double crochet. Let me show you what that means. You're gonna yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the first chains on the hook. We're not gonna finish the double crochet, but we're gonna yarn over again, pull through again, and then we have 4 chains on the hook. We're gonna yarn over and pull through only the first 2. So we're gonna have now 3 chains on the hook. We're gonna yarn over, pull through again, yarn over, pull through the first 2 again, and now we have 4 chains on the hook. Now we're gonna yarn over and finish it off by 1 second and finish it off, yarn over, finish off by going through all 4 chains on the hook. We're gonna do 1, 2 chains, and now we're gonna do the same thing again, just that we're gonna add 1 more. So we're gonna yarn over, go through, yarn over, pull through the first 2. We have 2 chains on the hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the first 2. We have 3 chains on the hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, go through the first 2 chains, 4 chains on the hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the first 2, and now we have 5 chains on the hook, and then we're gonna yarn over and go through all 5 chains, and then we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 chains, 2 chains. The reason why we didn't do 4 of them here at the first one was because we already have the 3 chains at the beginning. So from now on we're gonna always do 4. So let me show you one more time. Yarn over, pull through, 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 and now we have 5 chains on the hook. This is how I always check how many times I need to do it. Always when I have 5 chains on the hook, I go through and pull, and then I'm gonna make 2 chains, 1, 2. And I forgot to mention that you're gonna pull always through the chain space between the 2 pop stitches. So now we did again 16 of these unfinished double crochets. And now we're gonna again close up this round by pulling our hook through the first chain here that you can see. It's not the 3rd one, but it's the first chain that we did here. So we're gonna pull through, and we're gonna do again a slip stitch and 1 chain and cut off the yarn. So now we are finished with round 3, and now we need to make this white part, which then allows us to have a square instead of this round one. So we're gonna take the last yarn that we have. In my case it's a white yarn, and once again I usually add my yarn here at the 3rd one from where I cut off the last yarn. Gonna make a simple knot again, There's no need to make a double knot, only simple is fine. So now we're gonna take our yarn and we're gonna make 4 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna make now a triple crochet. So you're gonna yarn over twice, insert your hook inside the chain space, pull through, yarn over, pull through the first 2 stitches, yarn over, pull through the next 2 stitches, yarn over, and pull through the last 2 stitches. So you're gonna do it 3 times. Let's do one more. 1, 2, yarn over, first 2, yarn over, second, yarn over, third. This counts as the first one, so we have 1, 2, 3 triple crochet. Next we're gonna do 3 double crochet. So we're gonna yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the next 2. We're gonna do this 2 more times. And now we're gonna do, in here we're gonna do 3 half double crochet. Yarn over, insert into the chain space, pull through, yarn over, and pull through all 3. This is a half double crochet. We're gonna repeat it for 2 times. 1 and 2. Now once again we're gonna make the 3 double crochet, the same one that we did here. 1, 2, and 3. Next we're gonna do 3 triple crochet. 1, 2, and 3. And now before we move to the next one, we're gonna make 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. This will be the hole that you can see here, this one. And then we're gonna do 3 more triple crochet in the same chain space, still here, okay? So it's gonna be 1, 2, and 3. So now we finished this part, and now we're gonna repeat this part for the next 3 angles, let's call it like that. So we're gonna do 3 double crochet, 2 half double crochet, 3 double crochet, 3 triple crochet, chain 3, 3 triple crochet. And we're gonna repeat that for 1, 2, 3 here. I'm gonna show you again as soon as you make the last double crochet here. I'm gonna show you how we finish up here. So now we reached the last step. We did our 3 double crochet here, and now we need to do 3 triple crochet in this chain space. One, 2, and 3. We're gonna make 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and then we're gonna insert our hook into this first chain. We're gonna pull through, make a slip stitch, and then we're gonna make a chain and cut off our yarn. And that's it. We now finished making our starburst granny square, and all you have left is to just weave in the yarns, or if you did it while crocheting, you can just cut them off. And now I'm going to show you how to connect the squares in order to make the cardigan. In order to make the cardigan for the baby cardigan, we need a total of 18 squares. So here I have 8 squares, and there also here we have 10 squares. I'm gonna show in a picture here that will pop up how I combined them, which this will be, let's say, a type of vest, so without the arms. So this will be the color, and here we're gonna open and close. This is the back part, and this is the part, the side part, and here we're gonna add the arms. And the arms are going to be, we need 4 squares for each arm. So we're going to add them, attach them here. One front and one in the back, and then the next one here as well. So it's gonna be like this, that we're going to attach like this. And the same thing we're going to do on the other arm. Like this. I'm gonna move the camera back a little bit so you can see it better. So it's gonna be like this as for the granny squares only. I'm going to attach them here and here as well. I'm gonna show you how to combine them as well. For this one, I'm going to use the darning needle for combining the squares. I already did it here, as you can see. So in order to combine the squares, we are going to use the darning needle. You can do it with the crochet hook as well. In this case, I just prefer to do it with the darning needle. So we have this one arm, and first of all, I'm going to attach these two. For that, since we're going to attach them with the needle, we need to cut off the yarn. So in order to know how long the yarn must be, we're going to do 3 times the length of, like, the desired length that we need. 1, 2, 3, and then we can cut off the yarn. In that case, we know exactly that we have enough yarn. If you are going to later, if we're going to attach them here, this length, which is the double length, we're gonna just check this double length 3 times. But now for this one, so we're gonna insert our yarn into the needle. We're gonna insert our needle into 1 chain. Here we did 2 chains, as you can remember. So we're gonna add in 1 chain and the other one here. We're gonna pull through and make a simple knot. Oh, let's do it again. And now we're going to simply sew here on the back side. Here at the chains, we're gonna insert our needle into the chains here like this, and then here we have the stitches, so we're gonna insert our hook into this one, the front one. We're gonna insert to the back loop only, and to the back one we're gonna insert to the front loop only, like this. And we're gonna continue doing this for each single stitch. So you're gonna continue this until you reach the end of the row, and then I will see you later. So I reached now the end of the row. As you can see, we still have a little bit of yarn left. We need this yarn in order to make a knot. You can make double or simple knots. Simple knot should be enough. I just want to be sure and do a double knot, and then later we can weave in the leftover yarns. So when you turn your work, you will see that it will look like this. And now you're going to do the same thing with the other squares, and for the arm part I'm going to combine these two, then I'm going to combine here and here, and then I'm gonna attach it here. So now all I have left to do is to attach all the granny squares, and you will do exactly the same thing. And yeah, then I'm gonna meet you later where we're going to make the borders and finish off the cardigan, the baby cardigan. So I just finished applying the arm, one arm, and I also made the border just to see how it will look like. And there are some annotations that I would like to make here where you need to be careful. And first of all, before I said that it's best to first make the arm like this, like connect the squares like this, and then attach the arm to the body part. But now, since it's possible to do it like this here, like I will do right now as well, but I think at another step, like if I would do it again, I would just connect the two front parts and the two back parts, and this do after I connected these parts, because it's just easier, because like this you're gonna be like holding everything, like it's just a little bit more complicated, but it's possible. So when you are going to apply like connect it already beforehand like I did, just make sure that on this part here where the armpit is, you're not going to finish off until the end, but you're going to stop right in the middle, which is here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so it's gonna be here, the third one in the middle. And then I'm taking the yarn that I still have connected, and I will connect to the armpits. So as well here, the middle part. So this is the inside, also here it's the inside. See, you have to, it's possible, but it's a little bit uncomfortable. So if you didn't do anything yet, so if you didn't connect yet, it's just better just to first connect to the armpit, but otherwise it's also possible. So I'm going to connect the front part first here. This is going to be the front part, and then after I'm going to connect the back part. Maybe it's easier to weave in first than the leftover yarns from before, otherwise they're in the way. But I just choose to do everything in the end, at the end, so yeah. So we attached the front part, and now we're gonna do exactly the same thing for the back part. And after you finished connecting the back part, I'm gonna show you how to make the border here for the arm, which looks like this. So now I finished connecting also the back part, as you can see here, and before we're going to make the border for the arms, we're going to just continue here because we still have the yarn attached here. So we're going to just here where you can see the shoulder part, we're going to connect only the first 2 panels that you can see here. Let's say this is one panel, you know, the first triple crochet that we have here, and then the next 3 double crochet. So we're going to just connect these here. So we need to turn around one more time, and we're gonna connect only these first 2 panels, and then we are finished with connecting all the squares. Always making sure that you take the same front and back. Now we are done with here. We finished the first 2 panels here, the first 3 triple crochet and then the double crochet, same as we did here. And yeah, this is now the cardigan. We have the collar part here, and here we have the arms, and now I'm gonna show you how to make the border. Let's start with the arms, and for that we're gonna take again our 4mm crochet hook. We're going to attach the yarn. It doesn't really matter where. I do it down here so you cannot see it so much, but I think you can see it pretty much everywhere. So just start and chain 2, and then we're going to do just double crochet until we reach this side again. So 1 round of double crochet. So you just kind of continue until you reach again the end of the row, and just to make sure that you have the same amount of stitches as at the other arm, it makes sense to count how many stitches you did at the other one as soon as you start the second arm, or if you used exactly the same size as I did, like the granny square is exactly the same, that you did like 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds, then it's going to be, let me count. So I just counted from here to here, it's exactly 33 double crochet. So now I did exactly 33 double crochet. I also count these first 2 chains as my first double crochet, so it's 32 double crochet plus these first 2 chains. And now we're gonna end up the row by inserting our hook into this first chain or stitch. Let's call it stitch. It's actually, here we have 2 chains, and this is already the first double crochet. So into this stitch we're gonna insert our hook, pull through and make a slip stitch. Now for the second row we're gonna chain 2. We're gonna turn our work. After turning our work, we're going to make 1 double, this counts as our first double crochet, so we're gonna make 1 double crochet into the next stitch. So this is our first, this is the next one. And now we're going to make, in German it's called relief crochet or relief stitch. I'm not sure how you call it in English, but what you're basically doing is you're going to do a double crochet, the same thing, but instead of inserting, like you're going to yarn over as you always do when you do a double crochet, but then instead of inserting the hook here, we're going to take this double crochet that we have here, we're gonna insert our hook between and put it behind the double crochet like this, yarn over, take our yarn, pull through, and then just continue doing the double crochet like this. We're gonna do exactly the same thing one more time. So yarn over, pull behind, insert behind the double crochet, take the yarn, pull through, and do the double crochet. So we do twice like this, and now we're gonna do 2 times the same thing but into the back side. So we're gonna yarn over, and instead of in the have the double crochet in the front, we're gonna take the double crochet into the back like this, pull through and simply double crochet. So I'm gonna show you one more time. Take the yarn, go behind, pull through and finish off the double crochet. Now we're gonna do again the same thing as we did here into the front. So front side here, 1 and 2, and now the back side, 1 and 2. I'm gonna show you one more time. Front, one and 2, and back, 1 and 2. And now we're going to continue this until the end of the row, always by alternating 2 times front, 2 times back. So now we reach the end of the row. We have one more stitch left, so we're gonna do just a simple double crochet. And then we're gonna insert our hook into the first double crochet, pull through and make a slip stitch. So now for the third round we're going to chain 2, turn our work, and we're going to repeat by doing the same thing. So here we can already see the pattern that we created. So here we started before with front. So here, since we turned around, we need to start with back. But first we're going to do one more normal double crochet. And now we're gonna start doing alternating back, front, back, front. So take your yarn, insert the back part of this relief crochet, and finish off by doing a simple double crochet. So we did twice back, now we'll do 2 times the front side. One and 2. Well, let's do together one more time. Back, 1 and 2 and front. One and 2, and this we're going to continue until you reach the end of the row, and then I'm going to show you how we finish off with the last round. So here we finished off with 2 back relief crochet, and now we have one more double crochet left. So 1 simple double crochet, not into the back loop only, but in both, just simple. Double crochet, insert your hook into the first one and make a slip stitch. So now, as for the last round, we're just simply going to chain one, turn our work, and we're going to do just single crochet until the end of the row. So once in the first one, I put inside a stitch marker. When you do single crochet, so I put the stitch marker into this first one, and then just continue doing simple single crochet until I reach this stitch marker again. Single crochet. So now we reached the last stitch, and we're going to make a slip stitch into the first single crochet from the row, and we're gonna cut off the yarn. So now we're finished with the border of the arms. Here, 1 and 2. And now all we have left is to do the border here. Basically, we're going to do exactly the same thing that we did here, except from the color part. Here we're going to just make the first round. So you can remember we did first one round of simple double crochet, and then we did this relief crochet. So basically we're gonna start here, make one round of double crochet around here until we reach the opposite side, and then we're gonna turn our work and make relief crochet until here, until this part, and then go back and continue here, and then later we're gonna do this part. So depending if you make it for a man or a woman, like a boy or a girl, you can choose which side you want to have the buttons on, but actually it doesn't really matter, because nowadays the buttons are always the same, on the same side, no matter if it's like for men or for women. So you can feel free how you want to do it. So I'm gonna take my yarn, I insert it just simply here into this chain space that I have. You can make a knot if you like. And then simply do double crochet all around until you reach the opposite side. So first chain 2, 1, 2, and then insert the hook into the first chain and make a double crochet. So you're gonna continue doing this until here, then you continue this side just simply follow along, and then we meet here. I now finished making double crochet all around here, this part, the color part, and until here. Here you can see how the color part turns out, like this. And now we're going to make the part where we're gonna apply the buttons. So if you want to apply the buttons on this side, we have to do the buttonholes on this side. So basically what we're doing, also here where I reach this big chain space, I just made one double crochet into the chain space. So I did one here, one in the chain space, and one here in the middle again, and then one in the chain space, and then in each stitch. And the same here I made, since so that it looks round, I made 2 double crochet into the chain space here and here as well. I just forgot to mention that. So basically now I'm going to make this part here using this pattern, and I need to make the holes for the button, and for that we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, turn our work, make one more double crochet into the next stitch, and then we're going to do the, like, we're gonna alternate front and back relief crochet. So I'm gonna start with front, one and 2, and back. One and 2. So now we have to choose where exactly we want to have the holes. I'm gonna make here after the third, 1, 2, 3, here, here, and here. So it's gonna be 3. I'm gonna continue by alternating front and back. So now here we should do 2 front, but I'm gonna keep this open for the hole. So I'm gonna just do 2 chains, 1, 2, and then here we're going to do again back side. And now again front. Now we reach the next hole that we're gonna make. So we're gonna do again 2 chains, 1, 2, skip these 2 double crochet and make, here we did front, so we're gonna do front again, or back, this is the back, we're gonna do back again. So skip 1, 2, and back, 1, 2, and front again. we did here 1, 2, so we have 1, 2, 3. So let's do also here 1, 2, 3. So 2 more back. One. And 2. We're gonna chain 2, skip 2, and do back again. One, 2, and front again. 1, 2, back, 1, 2, and now we reach the border, so we're gonna make just one simple double crochet. So, and now we did the buttonholes, so we're gonna chain 2, turn our work, and continue with our border. So here we finished with back, so here we have front. So we're gonna do 2 front, 1, and 2, 2 back, 1, 2, and 2 front, 1, and 2. Here now we reach the hole, so we're gonna just do 2 simple double crochet, and we insert our hook into the chain space, so like this, 1, 2, and then again the normal relief crochet in the front, 2, and back. One, and 2. So now we're gonna do one more time, 2 front, 1, and 2. At the bottom hole we're gonna do 2 simple double crochet into the chain space, and then do again the relief crochet, and we're gonna continue this until we reach the next bottom hole. We do again the same thing as we did here, and then I will meet you here at the end of the row. So now we almost reached the end of the row. We did the last back to relief crochet, and here we did 2 simple double crochet, so we're gonna do that here as well. So 1 and 2. So, and now the last round. I'm mixing German and English. We're gonna chain only 1, turn our work, and just do simple crochet until we reach the end of the row. So we reached the end of the row. All we have left is to make a slip stitch. No, sorry, just pull through our yarn and cut off. So, and this is for one side, and for the other side we're simply going to insert our hook on this side here, and we're going to do exactly the same thing, except that we're not going to do the holes. We're just continuing by making the relief crochet front and back alternating, and then we're gonna do that for 2 rows and then 1 row of single crochet, and that's it.